The two categories that I think have been very politicized are misinformation, because who gets to judge or what's false and what's true? You may just not like my opinion on something, and then people think it's false, but I think that one's really tricky. And the other one is basically what people refer to as hate speech, which is, I think, also comes from a good place of wanting to crack down on that, of wanting to promote more inclusion and belonging, and people feeling good, and like having a pluralistic society that can basically have all these different communities coexist.
Accept everyone. Yeah.
But I think the problem is that all these things are on a spectrum, and when you go too far on them, I think on that side, we just basically got to this point where there were these things that you just like couldn't say, which were mainstream discourse, right? So, it's like Pete Hegseth is going to, probably be defending his nomination for Secretary of Defense on the Senate floor. And I think one of the points that he's made is that he thinks that women shouldn't be able to be in certain combat roles. And until we updated our policies, that wouldn't have been a thing that you could have said on our platforms, because it would call for the exclusion of a protected category of people. And it's like, okay, like on its face, yeah, calling for the exclusion of a protected category, that seems that like that's okay. There's like legal protections, there's all this stuff, but okay, if it's like okay to say on the floor of Congress, you should probably be able to debate it on social media.
Yeah.
So I think some of the stuff, I think well-intentioned, went too far, needs to just get rationalized a bit. But it's those two categories, misinformation and hate speech, I think, are the ones that got politicized.